Hey, Linda.
Hi, Deborah. How are you?
I'm good. Nice to see you on the call.
Yeah, no, thanks for having this. I always look forward to these events.
Well, good. You know, this is our end of the week quickie.
Oh, there we go.
I know, I love it. I'm actually looking at a condo at 1 or at 2:30 today.
Oh, are you really?
Yeah.
Whereabouts?
It's down in San Juan, Capistrano.
Nice.
Yeah, so, I don't know. I have to get some funding, which is always going to be the challenge. But if it turns out, and I have to get it for the right price too, but we'll see.
Gotta look at it first.
It always starts with the look, right?
Right. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Candace.
Hi, Deborah.
Is this Lisa Williams?
Yeah,
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good. Candace, I am not familiar. Are you new to the call, or are you one of our members?
No, I got some energy more.
Oh, Alicia has a baby, has a kid, has a child. Hi, Alicia.
Hello.
Candace, I haven't heard from you. M. Cobert. Oh, hi. How you doing?
Oh, hi. How are you?
I'm good. Alicia, you have a child at home?
I have two. The one that you're hearing is the 6-year-old.
So we're not officially started yet. So can I tell you guys a really kind of little funny story, right?
Sure.
I have kids, my kids are grown now, but at the end of our last chapter meeting in March, which is the first time we've had a virtual chapter meeting, we had this great meeting with amazing speakers on, and everything was really, really well. And, but there was a bunch of us that were kind of hanging on at the end, and they were just pretty much the chapter leaders and myself. And then you heard this little voice go, "Mommy, I got a pee-pee and poo-poo." And we just started busting a gut because we were like, that's like classic. That's who we are. That pretty much says it all.
Yep, absolutely.
Hey, Rochelle, nice to see you. Oh, her audio isn't on. Your audio's not on.
It's on now, I think, isn't it?
For those of you that don't know Rochelle is our chapter leader up in Seattle. How's everything in Seattle, baby?
Good. It's nice and warm and sunny out there.
We have a little bit of an overcast day today, but we've had a couple days of sun down in LA. I'm in LA. I'm Deborah Razzo. I'm a founder. I'm in LA, and it's been nice to have some warm weather. I got to tell you, it's nice to just sit in the backyard and let the sun penetrate.
Nice.
Hi, Candace. Nice to see your face. Thank you for joining us. Hi, Stephanie. And Claire's here. Hi, Claire.
Hello. Am I on? Let's see.
Am I on?
Yeah, hi, Claire.
I didn't know if my mic was on. You know how that goes.
Oh. So I'm going to wait for a little more people to join us. But for those of you that are new to this call or new to Zoom, make sure you go down to the bottom, at least it's on the bottom of my screen, and press chat. Make sure your chat is up on the right-hand side. In fact, I'll say hello to everyone. Hello, everyone. During this call, if there are questions that you have of somebody who's speaking, or if you have a resource that you want to share, it's all going to be in the chat. And so this is our quickie at the end of the week, and we're going to do some celebration of wins, and we're going to be able to present any kind of subjects that we want to, just quickly. Obviously, this is our happy half hour. I'm looking forward to a full happy hour later. Welcome to the Women's Real Estate Network. If you guys aren't familiar with us, I'm Deborah Razzo. I'm the founder, and I just want to thank you for taking the time out to join us. So like I said, oh great, people are saying hello in the chat. And you know what, if you tell us where you're from, I'd like to know where everybody's from. This is a national call. We just started doing this in the last month. To get to know some of our new people that are exploring and wanting to check us out. So some people have come from meetups, some people are friends of our members. So yeah, let us know where you're from. Oh, good. Rosalind's from Gilbert, Arizona. We already said hello to Rochelle. She's from Seattle, Washington. Actually, it's not outside of Seattle, a really beautiful part of Seattle. I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah, it's Cle Elum. It's in central Washington, right over the pass.
Katrina from Scottsdale. Alicia from SeaTac. Oh, wow. Okay, right by the airport in Washington. Oh, in Tempe, Arizona. That's fabulous. Candace from Tempe. Claire at Warner Springs, California. Thank you for joining us today. So we're going to be discussing a lot of things here. If anybody has something to write with or something to capture notes, because a lot of times we discuss ideas and I really would hate for you to miss out on any of that stuff. And also in talking about discussing ideas, you know, there's a lot of stuff that's batted around in our meetings, and we want to let you know that these are all ideas. You know, it's not a definite financial plan for anybody. So you need to make sure that you check this out with any of your financial planners or financial consultants or your attorneys before you proceed on anything. So that's my due diligence clause right there. I know we have some first timers on the line. So if you are a first timer on the line, can you put something in the chat, say just first time? We'd just like to acknowledge you for coming out and spending your time with us. So thank you for your first timers. Yay, hello first timers.
Hi.
So Rosalind, it's your first time. Fabulous. Well, welcome.
It
Welcome to our
is.
group. Thank you.
Thank you.
So the Women's Real Estate Network was formed with the mission to create a community where women and real estate will excel and empower each other. For those of you that have been in real estate or maybe dabbling in real estate, or maybe you're a real estate professional already, you guys know that you go out there and you're just basically hit with a wall of men most of the time. And this is what this is in contrast to. We are a women-run, women-owned, women everything. We only allow women speakers at the front of our room to teach other women how to invest in real estate, to actually model other women in real estate. And that's what this community is for. I'm a real estate professional. I actually flip and I develop and I reinvest that capital in buy and holds. And I just, a little side story, and this highlights Rochelle's chapter. I was flipping in California and I met a woman at the Seattle chapter. Her name is Lindy, and she's actually a developer. And I said, wow, developer, you don't meet many women developers. And how do you do it? And she's like, you flip, right? And I said, yeah. And she's like, it's easier than flipping. You know, let me tell you. And I'm like, what? You know, she kind of blew my mind. But the truth is, I had never met a woman developer, and so I didn't know I could be one, right? And that's what this is all about, right? This is about meeting other women who are out there, who are kicking butt, who are doing things, and opening up your mind to the possibilities of how things can be for you. So, so that's our objective: creating this community where we can share experiences, where we can share resources, where we can help each other grow, both professionally and personally. So we're founded on 4 pillars. And just so you guys know, we have our little bird, that's our wren, and that represents us. So we decided to be cutesy and make our pillars the nest the bird is in. So our nest is N for networking. So we're a networking organization to share resources. E for education. So we invite strong business women who are working their models to help educate us on what they're doing. S is for skill development. We want to get hands-on training. How do you run the numbers for that? How do you make a profit at that? How do you do these things? And then T is for transformation. The truth is, to get from where we are now to where we want to be, there's going to have to be growth and transformation, and we're all about that. So that's our nest that we are built on. So this isn't like our regular meetings, just so you know. We have chapters, we have 6 chapters in the United States, and we've been meeting in real person, right? But now COVID has changed things up for us, and we've been meeting online, and we were trying to figure out a way to reach out to those that maybe they don't know us very well. And our WREN Happy Half Hour is just a sampling of who we are. We actually have a digital meeting that's scheduled for next Wednesday. I'll put the details in the chat. And that is a regular hour-and-a-half meeting. We'll have, we have a group of women who are gonna all talk about, all of them are gonna present one thing that they're doing in their business to help them pivot during this time of COVID. Right? So it's going to be actual working professionals talking to you about what they're doing in their real estate business to help manage this time. And then we also break out into breakout groups at the end of that meeting, and so that you get to know each other, get to network. So I'll put all that information in here, but that's next Wednesday at 5 p.m. Pacific time. And I have to remember to say Pacific time because we now have an Atlanta chapter. And I always forget to say Pacific time, and it doesn't work out the same way for them, right? So yeah, it's going to be next Wednesday, 5 p.m. Pacific time. So this is an open chat, and we like to celebrate our wins on Fridays, and we also like to come up with things that are happening. So I want to open it up and say, does anybody have any wins? And I will actually set one subject just to kind of see a show of hands. Did anybody get stimulus money from the government this week? Oh, good. We've got a couple hands that are growing up. Fabulous. Well, here's to you. Here's a win, right? On something, some money in your account. Thank you so much. Let us know, what other wins are we celebrating this week? Anybody want to chime in, or let's see.
I've got one.
Oh, good. Great. Is that Claire?
It is. It is. It's my,
I love is that your pink fluffy bathrobe?
it is. That's why I had turned my video off.
Well, thank you for joining us, Claire, and thank you for feeling that comfortable with us.
Well, it is all girls, but yeah, no, we got a refi funded. Thank you, Lisa. Thanks to Lisa, and yeah, so we're just getting ready to move forward on that. It's in a property in Florida.
Oh, fabulous. So thanks to Lisa Williams, one of our other members?
Yes.
Lisa Williams. Okay, everybody's got to give a hands up for Lisa. Come on. Thank you, Lisa, for helping out Claire.
And she didn't fund it herself, but she brought them in.
She brought the funder. Now, okay, so
yeah.
Claire, thank you for sharing that, and congratulations on getting funded. For those of you that haven't been needing funding lately, funding is getting a little complex, right? We have Fannie and Freddie left to us, but all our peripheral funding kind of went away. And so we're having to get more creative. So thank you, Lisa, for bringing that contact. And, thank you guys for showing everyone that that's what this community is for, right? Sharing contacts, sharing resources. If you have a problem, look around. Anybody else have any wins they want to share? Have any wins? Whoop, whoop. Okay, great. We've got some things going on in the chat, so let's look at that real quick. Harriet's looking for investors in Houston because she needs some boots in the ground help. They're both licensed. Harriet, do you want to say a little bit about what it is you're looking for specifically? Are you on? There you are. I see you. Can you unmute yourself?
I sure could if I could find the button.
There you go.
Good morning, good afternoon, I guess it is. Yeah. Just looking for some boots on the ground in the Houston and surrounding areas. Houston is not as large as it seems because they encompass all of the surrounding suburbs. Yeah. So that's when it gets massive.
So Harriet, you need boots on the ground as for drive-bys or for comps?
No,
can you be more specific?
No, if you need any boots on the ground.
Oh.
Yeah, we're there. Dion is there.
Fabulous. Dion is there. Wonderful.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. We have a bunch of women, you know, accumulating in Houston. We might need a chapter leader pretty soon.
Yeah, she mentioned, I mentioned it to her, but she's
Good.
working a full-time job and trying to do not that.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah. You know, one of the other things that we wanted to highlight in this discussion is things that are just happening, you know, right now, pertinent. And that is Jennifer O'Neill reached out to me to talk a little bit about some things that are going on for landlords. So Jennifer, do you want to share that with the group?
Oh, sure. I mean, other people I know probably have gotten it, but it's the AB 828 that's being put forward in the state Senate or about letting landlords have to reduce the rent by 25% for every tenant, whether they're affected by COVID or not. And so I just sent it to Deborah that we need to call wherever your representative is, because we're different parts of California. For the other people who aren't here, it's not going to affect you. But that to vote no on that they can't reduce the rents. And as I explained to my representatives person, are they going to reduce our property taxes by 25%? Are they going to make the lenders reduce the mortgage by 25%? Because all that stuff is a trickle effect. It's not a standalone thing. So you can't just do one thing and not realize it's going to affect other things. So I'm just encouraging all of us out here to reach out to our representatives and call them. And even during this whole time, through the whole COVID thing, we all need to be reaching out to our representatives in all parts of the country. And when it's affecting real estate and our tenants and all that, because that will also affect us as investors and owners and all. So make sure you're aware and pass on information like that so that we can make sure we are taken into account when they start doing these different programs or legislation or whatever.
You know what? Thank you, Jennifer, for sharing. Obviously, this is different in each part of the country, but you know, it's really important to know what's going on around the country so that we can prepare for it if it's something that might happen locally. You know, Jennifer, if you don't mind sharing that link in the chat. So, you know, if something like that passed, it would really be a hardship for a lot of landlords. It's really hard to cash flow in the Los Angeles area as it is. So, you know, that percentage off would be much more difficult. And, you know, if you don't mind, Rochelle, do you mind commenting on this? And the only reason I'm asking Rochelle to comment on this is because Seattle kind of led the way in COVID. Sorry, but you did, right? And I've been actually following another developer in Seattle, and she's been telling me what's been going on so that I could prepare in case it goes on down here, right? So has anything like this gone on in Seattle, Rochelle, or have you heard anything?
Well, like I was talking to you this morning, I was on a webinar this morning from a few days ago, and as we well know, you know, things change by the hour, by the day. Since most of my investment properties are in Pittsburgh, my buy and holds, things are going very well so far right there. At this point, I don't believe they've passed anything. Alicia may know. She seems to be kind of in the details. Do you know anything, Alicia?
I have not heard anything. I only have one rental and it's down in Tacoma. But I also haven't been paying a lot of attention because I just haven't been.
Yeah. So for us, we're at this moment, we're okay. We're still we're moving forward and people are generally paying. So thanks for asking.
Cool. Thank you. You know, we have some more wins in the chat. So I want to make sure that I want to acknowledge them, and I'm going to destroy this name. Shai Nijen. If you're on the line, can you unmute yourself? She says she's a note investor and she invests in seconds, and none of her borrowers missed a single payment. Yay!
Yeah. It's really great because I got them all reperforming right before the crisis, and I thought, okay, well, sorry, I'm going to turn on my camera. And I thought, okay, it's Chi, by the way.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
Like Chi energy. No, it's all good. One of my borrowers, she had filed BK 2 days before foreclosure, and when she got into her BK13 and the trustee gave her the plan of the payments over the next 16 months, 5 years, her counsel came to my counsel and said, hey, can we come up with a loan modification outside of the BK? And I was like, really? You could have done this way before and you didn't have to pay an attorney. You're also paying for my attorney. Doesn't make any sense. I tried so hard with you. But all that being said, I did come up with a loan modification for her, forgave some of the arrearages, and really cool that she got her first payment in March, and then, you know, April came around and I was like, oh, great. She's definitely not going to pay. And she paid. So really great. Yeah. So, and everybody has been paying, all of my borrowers. So it's pretty great. But, you know, I think May, June, July will really be the test for all of us. So
maybe it's your great chi energy.
Yeah. But I do. Thank you. I have heard from a lot of people and a lot of other webinars that the amount of tenants not paying rent has been a lot lower than everybody has expected, right? So
right.
Pretty good so far.
That's fabulous. Yeah. Celebrate your win, honey. Celebrate your win.
I will. Thanks.
Here's to you. Okay, so we have another win. Linda, you said one of your tenants was a truck driver who was sick and he still paid his rent. That's amazing. Linda, do you want to comment on that?
Yes. He said to me today, he was texting me back and forth, and the first time he needed to pay his rent, he said he would be a few days late because he got a really bad cold. And then he just paid his rent literally today for the second time. And he shared that he actually had COVID and he had to stay in his truck. Wow. He's a truck driver, so he has a big cab truck. So he actually had COVID and he was down for, he said, 5 weeks.
Wow. That's fabulous. Congratulations. He paid. You know, it's really like, I know that, you know, it's really important to stay in touch with your tenants, right? Find out what's going on. And sometimes I think those conversations are kind of hard to initiate. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes it's like, okay, if I reach out, they have the possibility of saying no. I don't know what it is. Like but the fact of the matter is you got to keep an open discussion, right? And I think that's the same way with,
you know, just always be nice. I've always taken the tactic of being just gracious and thankful whenever I see my tenants.
Yeah, that's fabulous. Yeah, they're paying, right? I mean, why not be gracious and thankful? That's fabulous. Anybody else want to share another win with us today? Come on, think about it. All right. Okay. Well, anybody have anything that they want to brainstorm about? Are you facing anything or anything, you know, anything going on that you want to know about?
Deborah.
Hi. Who said that?
Hey, Clarissa.
Clarissa. Hi, honey.
Hi, buddy. I did want to share my win, but I couldn't unmute for whatever reason.
Oh, good. Share your win.
I still own one rental. I got rid of all my rentals and my tenant did pay. So that's a win. Yay! That's it for me.
We love that. Gosh, it's really nice that there's so many people on the call that are saying that they're getting paid still. That's fabulous. M. Colbert, is that Melissa? Melissa, you want to unmute yourself?
No, it's Michelle Colbert, sorry.
Michelle, okay. Hey, Michelle, you opened escrow.
Yeah, I opened escrow on a condo for, I'm a real estate agent, so I opened escrow on a condo for 2 sisters that wanted to live in a particular neighborhood. They couldn't afford it initially, and an opportunity came up. We got it in their price point, and they're very happy. They're going to live in their childhood neighborhood, so excited for them.
Oh my gosh, congratulations. Celebrate your win, lady. Yahoo. You know, while you are talking about opening escrows and you're an agent, you know, you want to give us, first of all, where are you from? And you want to give us an idea of, like, you know, how long you've been working with them and, you know, what this process was like?
Sure. I'm from Los Angeles. I've come to a number of the meetings, and I work with retail buyers and sellers as well as investors. And I've been working with this couple, the 2 sisters, for about 7 months, actually. and they just wanted to be in a particular neighborhood, and we were just priced out. And so this opportunity came up. We were able to negotiate the numbers down, the motivated seller, and we made it happen. But I do have quite a few buyers that they're ready, they're pent up, they're ready to go buy something.
Yeah. I think that, depending on financing, right, and how people are qualifying and what they need on financing, I think that, we'll see some people wanting to get out there as soon as we're able to leave our homes.
Yes, but people are being very creative about that. And we've had some lifts as a real estate agent, because we're not allowed to show or hold open houses, but we now have recently, we've given the go-ahead to show vacants. So we can show vacant properties.
Cool. Yeah. How are you doing that? So did these two sisters see this property because it's vacant, or was there some other unique way to view it?
Yeah, there's disclosures that if both parties, I could not go with them at that time to the property because I'm forbidden. But if both parties, both buyer and seller, sign a disclosure agreement understanding the risk, they can show that house. They have to, wear masks and booties and gloves. They have certain protocols, but yeah, you can get people in for sure.
Fabulous. Okay. Well, thanks for sharing that with us. Really appreciate it. Celebrate your win, lady.
Thank you.
Hey, you know what? Clarissa forgot a win. Clarissa, you want to come back on?
Yes. We, on one of my deals where I am the lender, it's been a few months, and it was quite challenging actually, but we actually finally yesterday got funded. We sold, it was a rehab. I contributed with an investor for them to do a deal, and they rehabbed the property and everything, and it took a long time to close, but we did close yesterday, got funded yesterday. So yay!
Yay! Okay.
Actually a huge win.
That's a huge win. And I'm just going to say, I think this happens to all of us. We kind of forget as we're going along what our wins are. And I mean, that's one of the reasons that we're doing this. So thank you, Clarissa, for not only sharing the win, but also for reminding us we probably have some more wins in our heads somewhere that we're not actually even counting, right? So, think about it, ladies. It's really important that we celebrate our wins. It's what keeps us going. We're in a business where problem solving is key. Right? So we're always problem solving. We're always looking at, ways to come up with solutions, in unique situations. And so celebrating that we've closed something, or that we've gotten paid, or that, that we're progressing in whatever plan that we have, it's really important. So yay. Judy, you want to share with us your win?
Sure, thank you.
Yeah.
So I have a referral client that called me who this stay-at-home has driven her a little bit crazy with where she's living, and has made her even more anxious to buy a new home. And so we're going to go out on Sunday and we're first going to go out and look at the outsides of these areas or these homes that she's interested in. And then we're going to pick a few and make appointments to go in, because some sellers are allowing that to happen so long as we don't touch anything, and also have that arrangement as she was talking about earlier. So my win is that, yeah, I have a very anxious client.
Congratulations on your new client, and figuring out a way to navigate during this time, right? This is all a way for us to explore with each other. So
right, and I'm right here in Orange County as well. So
good. Yeah. Okay, good. Well, welcome, and congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
So we're already, this is the WREN Happy Half Hour, right? And we're already just 5 minutes away from closing. So I'm going to take. Anybody have any other quick wins? Anything else? Anybody want to share?
I have one. This is Katrina.
Hi, Katrina.
Hi, I'm sorry. My computer froze, so I had to jump on another computer right now. But I have a new position that I'm going to be starting on Monday. I am a multifamily syndicator, and I'm going to be doing the capital raise portion of that's my new position, the capital raiser. So thank you. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, so we'll see how it goes, and this should be a good time to be able to get a hold of people because everybody should be home.
Right. Well, Katrina, not only congratulations to your new position, but I have to say it's kind of reassuring for me to hear that people are actually hiring other people right now in the real estate industry to get ready to raise capital. For some of you that were at our last WREN meeting, it was all about where the money is. So whether it's in financing, whether it's in hard money, or whether it's raising capital, yourself, I think there's one thing that we agree on, even though we don't know what is going on in the economics of today, is that there is most likely going to be a sale happening here really soon. And we're all women, so a sale really turns us on. Right? And so, getting your money in order and raising capital, Katrina, and hearing that other companies are getting their money in order too, I mean, it's a sign, right? We as real estate investors are always looking for signs, right? And there's a great sign. So thank you so much for sharing that with us, Katrina. And
well,
Rochelle,
thank you.
Rochelle, did you say you have a win that you wanted to share too?
Well, I think my dog's snoring in the background, so I apologize for that. She's like a 90-year-old man, but if you hear it. I think for me, I think the win is we're starting to see, I'm getting a lot of contacts lately this last week about trying to figure out, what does it look like in the next 6 months? And I find people are being in contact with people who maybe are liquid, trying to see what your private investors' comfort level is. I mean, are you totally out? Are you in? Are you just waiting for the right deals? Kind of what's happening. So I think it feels really, really good. I think people are going, okay, this is where we're at. Let's move forward. And so it's been good. So as you will know, I've transitioned, or I had an opportunity to purchase hold. And so looking forward to putting that together and a lot more. It's a very affordable area in Pittsburgh and cash flowing very well. Stable market.
Somebody just said something in the chat about Pittsburgh. I hope you're in. Oh yeah, Brooke. Okay, so yeah. Anyway,
yeah.
Sure you guys connect.
Yeah. So just keep going. I think is the biggest thing, right? Be smart. Partner with the right people and keep moving forward.
Absolutely.
A lot of great opportunities.
Absolutely. Okay, so I've got a few announcements before we end this call. For our members that are on the call, for our WREN members that are on the call, we are going to have our WREN Nooner, as usual, next Tuesday. So next Tuesday, and if you haven't already gotten the link in your emails, please watch out for it. Next Tuesday is our WREN Nooner. It's kind of dirty like a nooner, but I like it anyway. And the other thing that's happening next week is we have our April chapter meeting. It's Profitable Pivots Thriving in 2020. And this is where we're having women real estate professionals come in and tell you what they're doing in their business right now to help make themselves profitable, to help turn things around for them during this kind of crazy time, unexpected time. So I've put the link in the chat box if you're interested in joining us for that. There is a non-member fee of $10 and everyone needs to register. We will have another Happy Half Hour on April 24th, and that'll go out via Meetup, and it'll also be on our website, reninspires.com. And just as a far off note, for those of you that are new to us, we have an annual event every year. It's called Ignite Your Fire Within. And this year it was supposed to be in April and we had to postpone it. So we have scheduled it for October. Hopefully we'll all be with each other in October. It's a 2-day event and the link is in the chat if anybody's interested. So we have all women speakers come to us in the front of the room and teach us about their business models that they're using. And it's really a fabulous event. So If you can join us on that, if anybody has any other questions, you can email info@reninspires.com, and someone will get back to you if you have just general questions about what we do and who we are. As you can tell, if you've been on the call, we're all active. No, we're not all. Some of us are more experienced real estate investors. Some of us are newbie real estate investors. And that is the beauty of it, right? Us more experienced real estate investors love the energy that you newbies bring to the table. And you newbies love the experience that as experienced real estate investors bring to the table. So it's a really great win-win situation for everyone. So if you haven't already joined our community, check us out online. Other than that, have a great weekend and celebrate all your wins, ladies. See y'all later.
Bye, everyone. Great to see everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye, thanks.
Bye.
Bye-bye.